is this called?
85. Now I'm recording it. Well, you messed me up now.
It's right not to.
Okay, we back now?
Looks like it.
Okay, looks good, looks good. All right. Well, as I was saying, we've got one more state call coming up in December. It'll be December 16th. So I'll mention that again later on. But I'm going to start including now our vision statement for 2021 and our mission statement for 2021. So our vision statement now going forward is the same as the national vision statement. That's to build a strong, engaged army of self-governing activists. And our Indiana mission statement for 2021, to restore self-governance by recruiting, training, and deploying citizen activists to engage in all levels of government. So that's our mission statement going forward. And if you recall, we had set 6 goals, mission goals that we were going to strive to accomplish in 2021. We were going to grow we wanted to grow the grassroots to 70,000 supporters, bring on 10 volunteers under the age of 30, because we're all pretty much a bunch of old folks here. Get to 7 region captains, 40 district captains, develop and implement a call to action program and an education program. So those are the mission objectives that we've set for 2021. And those are the ones, those are the steps that we want to accomplish, which will accomplish then our mission statement, which will bring us closer to realizing our vision statement. So that's how we look for 2021. Now coming, another reminder, of course, tonight's our November call, but in December, the state call will be on December 16th due to the Christmas, New Year's holidays. And of course, that'll be the last call for 2020. Now, Jonathan was going to join us tonight. Let's see if he's, yeah, okay, got to bring Jonathan in. All right. Jonathan, are you there? Hey, Jonathan.
Hey, Dale.
You came in at just the right time. We're right to your point in the call. Did you want to? Thanks for joining us tonight, by the way.
Oh, my pleasure. I was actually sending a message to Paul. I didn't have the link. Otherwise, I would have been in sooner. I apologize.
Oh, sorry about that. Can you got? I don't see it. Do you have your camera on?
I can turn it on now.
Okay, there you are. All right. All right. Well, Jonathan, thanks for joining us tonight. We always like to allow a little time for you. Of course, I mean, we did this for Rodney, and of course, we want to do this for you. Any particular comments that you want to make this evening? You've got 10 seconds.
10 seconds.
I'm just
All
kidding.
right.
I'm just kidding.
No, well, thank you so much for having me on, Dale. I'm actually really glad that I was able to jump on. Sorry I wasn't able to join you all for your last call. I was on my way to Florida. My family and I moved from New Jersey to Florida. So it's nice to finally be able to join the COS Indiana team for a call. As far as what's going on nationally, well, the election chaos continues, right? Right now, things are still very much up in the air, regardless of what the news media might tell you. So what we're doing here at National is we're trying to do everything we can to have an impact where we can. We're really focused on the states that are still counting away. We've got a couple of missions right now going into Arizona where we're making some calls to supporters there to ask them to reach out to their legislators and call for a audit and a recount of the election results there. The next big thing that we're going to be doing is we're going to be focusing in on Georgia. We have something going on for the supporters there right now, and for our team members, asking them to call Governor Kemp's office to ask that he call a special legislative session to fix the election issue, because obviously Georgia's having a ton of issues in terms of their election process.
Yeah.
And we would like to have a special legislative session called to address those issues, because come the 1st of December and come the 5th of January, they're going to have some runoff elections. On the 1st of December, the state and local runoff elections take place. And then the big one is for the U.S. Senate, which takes place on January 5th. We're going to have a presence in Georgia. And when I say we, I mean everybody. All of the past states are definitely going to be called upon to have a special get out the vote effort. But I'm starting to get the impression that the entire country is going to be really geared up and trying to do everything we can to get the vote out in Georgia for January. So keep an eye out for that. We'll obviously be updating you with some more information as it comes available. Now, Dale, I don't recall. I think you guys had elections this year, right? You had some legislative elections in your state.
Yes. Yes.
The other thing that I would encourage members of your team to do is to reach out to your legislators, whether they're incumbents that won an election or perhaps they're new members to the legislature. Reach out, start developing a relationship, let them know who you are, get to know them a little bit, because that will only help us in the long run, right? We need to make sure that we continue to have solid relationships with our legislators. So that's a great thing for you to do now. I know in some states they've talked about actually writing some Thanksgiving notes to them, handwritten notes to wish them a happy Thanksgiving. So if you're interested in doing that, I would encourage you to do so. But definitely reach out to your legislators. They're kind of in a bit of a lull now, right after the election. So it might be a good opportunity for you to reach out and talk to them and start a dialogue if you haven't done so already. Other than that, that's pretty much all that we've got, at least in terms of national. As you know already, I'm here to serve you. So if there's anything that I can do to help or anything in that regard, please feel free to reach out to me. I'd love to hear from you and love to talk to you. So please do so. and I'll
All right.
turn it back over to you, Dale.
All right. Thank you, Jonathan. Anyone have a question for Jonathan? Okay. Okay.
I made it.
Yeah, no one wants to talk to you, Jonathan. Okay. Thanks, Jonathan. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
All right. We always like to give away Patriot pins, and as everyone knows, Patriot pin is we give a pin like this away to individuals that have kind of gone above and beyond. They've exemplar or displayed a positive attitude, very team players. Not like George at all, but they're much better. I like to pick on George, but so I always like to give away Patriot pins, and folks, tonight we're going to recognize two individuals with Patriot pins: John Domka, District Captain in District 3, and Mark Goatee in District Captain in District 50. Now,
Yay.
Mark, I know Mark is on tonight. I don't know if John made it on or not.
Yeah, I'm here, Dale.
Oh, there he is. All right, John. Well, John, I want John and Mark both to, say a few words if you would like. So, John, if you want to unmute yourself and say a few words, go to it, please.
I'm always a pleasure to be part of this, and I really believe in it, and I appreciate the Patriot pin. Thank you very much. John
was instrumental in conducting a gun show in Crown Point, Indiana last weekend. So, and it was a success. So, John, thank you very much. And as soon as I get my January Social Security check, I'll mail this pin to you. Okay.
Okay, appreciate it. Thank you.
All right. Thanks, John. And Mark, I know I saw you on here. Where are you, Mark?
Yep, I'm here. Thank you very much. Appreciate the pen. I'm glad to be part of the team, and look forward to getting our goals done for the upcoming year.
Now, Mark, like I said, Mark is a new district captain, and I was very, very impressed with Mark that he so early in becoming a district captain that he saw an opportunity at a Harley Davidson dealer here in Fort Wayne, and he decided to put up an information table at a cruise-in there at this Harley dealer. And I thought I was really impressed with that. And I think that's for a new district captain to jump right in and do that, Mark, that was very good. So I want to thank you very much for doing that.
Well, thank you, Dale. Appreciate it.
Good
Appreciate
job.
all the help that I got for it too.
Good job, man. All right, thanks, guys. All right, let's move on here and tell a Patriot team. Now, Gary, I know you're working on this. Jonathan, I think Jonathan mentioned there may be a Georgia mission coming up for our Telepatriot team. We're still developing this team. So if anyone wants to join in, they're more than welcome. And we're working toward developing the team for our district captain recruitment program that we're going to implement starting in 2021. Gary, any comments you want to make on this?
Yeah, Dale, I would like to say a couple things. One is everybody that's got a smartphone can be a part of the Telepatriot team. This is a critically important thing for each of you to do. And talking about the election, we are probably, I'm thinking, going to be called upon to be calling state legislators in a few key states about how they're going to go about choosing electors. We need to have a team in place. We need to have people that know how to use the Telepatriot program and are geared up and active and ready to go. I will be recruiting people. There's honestly, if you have a smartphone, there's no reason you can't be part of the team.
Good deal. Good deal. All right. Thanks, Gary. New leaders. Let's take a moment here just to recognize some new people that have come on. We've got 2 new district captain trainees, Troy Chain in District 47 and Philip Waldorf in District 83. Just starting, just coming on. We've got 4 more volunteers, individuals that have stepped forward to be volunteers. So we're in the process of processing them and getting them hooked up with their region captains and our district captains. So 4 more volunteers to come in. And folks, I truly believe that come the first of the year, especially if the election continues the way it seems to be going here, I think we're going to get a lot of people coming to join Convention of States. I really think so. And I'll even go so far. I wasn't going to say this tonight, but I'm going to say it anyway. If Biden prevails as president and if the Democrats take the Senate, we're going to get overwhelmed. We're going to get swamped, in my opinion, with people coming to join Convention of States. I think we're going to grow tremendously next year, even if the Republicans do retain the Senate. Even with Biden as president, I think we're going to experience a great deal of growth. But if the Democrats take the Senate and Biden the presidency, I think we're going to be overwhelmed. Just my thought, just for what it's worth. Okay. All right. Well, welcome to the new people that are joining us. We'll go through very briefly here. We'll go through some of the tracking reports that we normally go through every month. These are the districts per region. This is how we set right now. We've got 12 district captains in place. 2 of them are trainees, so we're at 12 now. Obviously, our goal for 2021 is to have 40 of these in colored red. So we've got a lot of work to do in 2021. Grassroots tracking, and this is one that I always enjoy going over with everyone. Once again, these reports will all be pinned on our general Slack channel, but this is how we track the growth of our grassroots here in Indiana. And if you'll notice down here in the lower right-hand corner, our goal for 2020 was 52,000, and we have now gone over 52,000 officially in the month of November. Got another month to go. So everybody give yourselves a round of applause. We've reached our goal, and as you know, for 2021, we set the goal for 70,000. So I think, like I said, I think we're going to hit that easily, quite honestly, going forward. But believe me, when in 2019, when we set this goal of 52,000, I thought, oh my God, that just seemed like such a big number, for us to reach. But we have done it. We have done it. And these information tables, the Facebook page, those of you the meetings, the broadcasts, all these things come and play a part in bringing people, as well as our national group that does a lot of things on the national level. All these things come together to bring people into Convention of States, and we here in Indiana have certainly experienced tremendous growth. If you recall, on our call last month, I put up an analysis that we did And here in Indiana, after we passed the resolution in 2016, we started tracking this in 2017. And at that time in Indiana, we had just under 15,000 supporters in 2017. We are now over 52,000 supporters here in Indiana. That's tremendous growth, folks. That's tremendous growth. So we're doing a good job. We're doing a good job. We got to keep it up. We got a big number to hit for 2021, 70,000, but we can do it. I know we can. Training tracking report. As I mentioned, we've got 2 new district captain trainees in place. We have one that is going to be resuming his training. Gary, any comments you want to make on these individuals?
I just want to welcome them aboard. The first guy, Stephen Neese, was actually a candidate for office in the last election. He was not successful, but he did run for city council there in Terre Haute. And understand he's going to be changing jobs and probably will plan to get active again in January. And the other guys are new, and we just want to encourage them to move along through the training as quickly as possible. And any of you that want to volunteer to be involved in their training, inviting them to participate in an event or anything like that where you can mentor them a little bit, that'd be great.
Good, good. Okay. Well, of course, in 2021, we want to fill this report up with new district captain trainees. So looking forward to getting more and more people involved here and becoming district captains. So very, very good. Thanks, Gary. Thank you. Our mission excellence tracking report. This is a summary. These are the points that have been generated so far by our district captains and region captains. So I know since we had an early cutoff here in November, the points are not up to. The points will get higher, I'm sure, by the end of the month. And I know these are hard to read on the PowerPoint like this. So once again, these will all be pinned to the general channel in Slack so that you can take a look at them and analyze them yourself. All right.
This is Vicki. This is Vicki Dale, and I'm really sorry. I always forget to fill mine out.
Well,
I'm
I tell you,
bad.
we mean to talk to you about this, Vicki. I tell you,
I know.
really, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
I'm sorry.
That's okay. Thank you. Thank you.
Okay.
Anybody have any comments or questions about any of the reports? I didn't want to dwell on them for very long because you can analyze them as you
Yeah, I guess I'm in the same boat with Vicki. I haven't been filling mine out either, so I need to get with Vicki more and
okay. Well,
kind of go over that with her and
can I embarrass anybody
myself.
else? Can I embarrass anybody else to step forward and confess here?
Yes, you can make George embarrassed and tell him, why didn't he remind us?
Oh, I like that one. I like that one. Did you hear that,
I know
George?
he's not our babysitter, but my gosh, we need a reminder. There's so much going on right now.
Yeah,
I did
George, how
remind
about that?
You didn't want to talk to me.
Huh?
She was busy with her bunny.
All right. We won't go there.
No, she has a rabbit that had surgery, so that's what.
Okay. All right. Okay. Legislative. Paul, I know you wanted to make some comments tonight.
Did you get the spreadsheet I sent you with the candidates into the presentation? There we go. So just to let you know what happened in this last election, we have 16 new members of the Indiana General Assembly. On the Senate side, the Democrats picked up 1 seat. We're at 39 Republican, 11 Democrat. An exciting one is this first one, District 20. The incumbent Senator Victoria Spartz won election to the U.S. House of Representatives for the 5th District. in Indiana, and she's already making waves. She was interviewed on Fox News, and that is now a news item that Convention of States is sharing nationally. Well, I should call her Representative Sparks, has been a favorite of ours. She's been a big supporter of the Convention of States, and she is going to be a rock star in the House.
Yeah, she is a big supporter of ours. I know Larry Hudson is she was she Larry's state rep?
Yeah.
I think so. Yeah.
I think so.
I know he's got a good connection there.
Excuse me.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry, Paul. Go ahead.
And then on a disappointing note, another one of our big supporters, Senator Ruckelshaus, John Ruckelshaus, was defeated by Fadi Kadora. So we lost a Convention of States supporter there. District 31, I finally got the name of the new guy, Kyle Walker, is going to replace James Merritt. And then Shelley Yoder will replace Mark Stoops in Senate District 40. So these are some new senators that we need to get in touch with. If this is one of your districts or in your region, I'd make it a priority just to call them and congratulate them as Jonathan recommended. And then on the House side, the Republicans actually flipped 4 seats. So we're at 71 Republicans, 29 Democrats. There's a long list here. I won't go through all of them. But you can see who's here. One I'll make a comment on is in House District 15. Dale, I don't know if you noticed your buddy Chris Chung, who you met with last year, was defeated. That's one of the seats the Democrats flipped to Republican.
I hadn't noticed that. Yeah, you're right.
So that's kind of the breakdown in the General Assembly now, and we're going to look forward to getting involved. One of the most interesting things yesterday was Organization Day, and I watched both sessions in the House and Senate online. Representative Kurt Nisley from up in the Fort Wayne area here, just west of us, has submitted a House Concurrent Resolution number 2, which we want to watch very closely, and it cancels the governor's emergency order related to COVID. So that is something that's going to be debated as soon as the General Assembly comes into session on January 4th. And we're going to, I want to look around, get the feel from some of our other legislators on how that might move. And it may be something we want to get behind and do a voter voice or telepatriot mission to get some support for that resolution, if it seems like it's going to have some legs. And it might, because there was an issue in the House yesterday. They voted on a rule requiring all members to wear masks in the House at all times, or face censure, and that was defeated. So it seems like there's an appetite among the legislators to get rid of the mask mandate. And beyond that, though, we're working with some other legislators to push some legislation to modify the Indiana code on emergency declarations, requiring the governor to call the state legislature into session after 30 days of declaring an emergency, so the people can have a voice instead of having one person make all the decisions for everybody. What do they call that? A dictator, I think, is the word I'm looking for. So that's my update, Dale.
Okay. Well, I wanted you, Paul, can you, I wanted you to just make a few comments about voter voice, because folks, this is, you're gonna see more of this. We're gonna make this as a big part, I believe, of our call to action program. So, Paul, can you just give everybody listen a brief description of this
Yeah.
program?
Voter Voice is a system we have access to where we can create a web page. We call it a landing page that our supporters can go to, and it gives them guidance on contacting their legislators or their governor, and they can put in their address, and it will figure out who their legislators are. And directly from that page, then they can send an email or make a phone call to a legislator. And we'll have the pre-formatted message for them of what to say in the email or on the phone call. And this is something we want to use this year in our call to action that I mentioned regarding our emergency orders and the governor's mandates and so on. Jonathan mentioned in his section that we have active voter voice missions in Georgia and Arizona. Each of those have generated around 300 responses so far of emails to the Georgia governor asking him to bring the legislature into session to address the election. And then Arizona is about the same, about 300 emails to legislators, since they're already in session, asking them to fix the election. So very powerful tool, and we look forward to using it in our legislative efforts this next year.
Jonathan, did you want to make any other comments on this program?
No, I think Paul pretty much covered everything, but I would say one other addition to that is Voter Voice is also something that we can use when we have events as well. So if you're having a big event or something like that, you want people to register for the event and then have a list of people who actually sign up for that event, we could also utilize Voter Voice for that as well.
Okay. Well, one of the things that attracts me to this program is I think many of our supporters, I think, expect us to ask them to contact their legislators or to contact the governor or to, send an email or something of that nature. And I think they expect this out of us, and I think this is something that we're going to start doing more of in 2021. So,
Dale, I would mention that a tool like Voter Voice is only as good as our district dashboard database is. We need to make sure our district dashboards are clean, that we've got accurate information about our supporters' address, especially, that we have a good email and cell phone number for them, and that we have permission to email them, that they're opted in for email. Because if we don't have those things in order, that person won't work in Voter Voice.
all right. Okay. Good point.
So district captains, work on your district dashboards.
Yeah. All right. Thanks, Paul. All right. Comms team. I don't think Ken is with us tonight. Ken Kashiba. Haven't seen him tonight, so I don't know where he is tonight. But I know Ken. John, I know you're on with us tonight, aren't you? John Ackerman.
Yeah, Dale, I'm here.
Hi, how you doing, John? How's it
Pretty
going in the media liaison area?
Hadn't been much done lately.
Okay. John's been heading up the media liaison area for us and social media warriors, and so always glad to have John. I know John, both John and I were quite involved in the election process here recently. We were both precinct committeemen, so I know we both put a lot of time in this election. John, did your precinct come through and vote pretty much like you thought they would?
Yeah, I think so. Yep.
Okay. All right. All right. All right. Thanks, John. Thanks.
Sure. Hmm.
I know Ken wanted to mention about the state newsletter coming up. We should be getting another newsletter out very, very soon. So always, Sue Lyon is doing just a fantastic job on our state newsletter. So we need to support her in as much as possible because she's really doing a great job with our state newsletter. COS Indiana Live, our broadcast. I know Debbie, I saw you on here this evening. And we've got coming up, our next broadcast will be November 23rd. And Debbie will be presenting another chapter in constitutional literacy. No broadcast on November 30th due to Thanksgiving. And then Debbie's coming back on December 7th for another chapter in constitutional literacy. Debbie, I'm glad to have you on tonight.
Thank you, Dale. And I'm sure you're going to double my paycheck then, right?
I am. You know, I was gonna surprise you with that. Like, you know, kind of a Christmas bonus type thing, but
Right.
now the cat's out of the bag. So Debbie, I call Debbie our super volunteer. Debbie has been doing this constitutional literacy program for us all year long, and will be carrying over into 2021 as well. So Debbie does a great job doing these broadcasts. So thank you very much, Debbie, for everything that you do.
My pleasure.
I might mention that our December 14th broadcast, which will be the last one of 2020 because of the Christmas and New Year's holidays, we're going to have Maya Phillips come on and give us an update on what is happening in her life. I think I've mentioned this previously, but in addition to being a college student now at Patrick Henry College, she's an intern for Convention of States. So we'll get an update from her as to what she's doing as an intern. So looking forward to seeing and talking to Maya again. So going to be making some changes on our broadcast. So we got a lot of things going on with the broadcast. By the way, I'm putting this broadcast on Parler now. So you can follow me at D.O. Parrish on Parler. And I'm going to start putting the weekly broadcast on Parler. So just a little tidbit there. You remember we talked about the events supply project that we've got underway. We've decided that we're going to set up a supply center for the northern part of the state and one for the southern part of the state. And you'll be hearing some more about this as soon as we find someone to take on the southern part of the state. But that's kind of the direction we're going to be going here, and we'll all be asked to just contribute, order supplies, and have them delivered to either the northern center or the southern center. But you'll be hearing some more about this as time goes on. So I just wanted to mention that. Kokomo Gun Show. Larry Hudson headed this up. Larry was not feeling good tonight, so he's not with us. But Larry tells me they had a good day on Saturday. This was last weekend. Good day on Saturday. Sunday was not too good, but they had a good day on Saturday. Gary, had you talked to Larry about how they did at the gun show?
Yeah, I did talk to Larry, and Saturday, as you mentioned, was pretty good. They got around 40 petitions signed. Had kind of a bad location, and the show sponsor was not amenable to letting them move to another better location. even though the table was vacant. So that was a little bit of disappointment to hear that. But actually, a guy who was very close to their table across the way, made kind of a narrow passage. He moved some of his tables and allowed them a little more space. And one of the things we kind of learned here is that it's often very beneficial to have at least two tables. When you only have one table and you have 3 or 4 volunteers working, it's so crowded that it's hard to really get people to sign petitions. So as we plan for next year, you want to think about trying to get a couple tables and also working with the show sponsor about getting a good location. Sunday, I think they only got a few signatures and the attendance was quite low. So a little bit disappointing, but anyway, one good day for sure.
Okay. Well, we got another gun show coming up this weekend in Shipshewana. And I wanted Vicki to make a few comments on this gun show as she's kind of heading this up. So Vicki, how are things looking for this weekend?
They're looking pretty good. I was a little concerned with the whole COVID thing, but Gunslingers called this morning, talked to me, and they're going to make everybody wear a mask, and there's going to be one-way aisles, which I think might be beneficial because then everybody that comes in has to go the same way, so they're going to have to pass our table. They're going to allow 225 people inside at a time, so I think that's a pretty good amount of people. I was scared if they were going to keep it down to 25 or 50, it probably wouldn't have been worth it. But I just hope we have a good turnout. I've got some of the new people and district captains working an event, so it's going to be a good learning experience for everybody. And then we can meet kind of hopefully everybody know each other, maybe form some sort of a team for future events.
All right, good deal, good deal. Good deal. I think, I know George is planning on helping out on this, and I think Mark, aren't you planning on going up to join in? And
Yep, I'll be up there too.
Okay, good. Richard, are you going to make it up to this, or no? Okay.
I've got Phil Waldorf coming up.
Oh, great. New district captain trainee. Very good.
Yeah.
He's in your region, right? He's in your region.
Volunteers.
Right? Huh?
He's in my region.
Yeah.
And I got some of the volunteers, the super volunteers.
Okay.
Coming up. So
excellent.
It's going to be good. Everybody's going to get to meet everybody.
Good. That is. I'm glad you mentioned that, because that is a kind of another benefit to doing these information tables like this. Is we get people like volunteers and district captains. We get people together, and you get to meet each other and talk to each other, kind of build a rapport with with other people, other convention of states leaders. So that's a kind of a side benefit to having these gun shows and information tables like this. So Vicki, thank you very much for taking this on, and thanks to everyone that's planning on participating in this. So
Dale, this is Vicki, the other Vicki.
Yeah.
I have a suggestion.
I want to congratulate Mark and John on their new pins.
Thank you, Vicki.
Thank you very much, Vicki.
And this is the other Vicki. I have a suggestion.
Yeah.
I was talking to George the other night. When I was keying in the petitions that I got from my gun show here in Indy, I noticed that there are 3 different kinds of petitions. and 2 of them don't have any spot to check for email or text for people to opt in. And so it might be good to go through there and make sure you have petitions that have those boxes, especially since Paul said we need that information for the voter voice thing.
Really?
It would save some time when you have to call them, because a lot of mine, all they had was one box that they could check if they wanted to get more involved. So there was no box for a veteran, no box for, anything else. Just, do you want to get more involved? And most people didn't even check that box. But the ones that had the petitions that had boxes on there, do you want email? Do you want text? A lot of people checked them when the boxes were there. So I'm just wondering.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
All right. Thanks.
Okay.
Thanks. Okay. Let's move on here. Just also want to mention, of course, our state prayer contact, Tim Heidenreich. So if anyone's got a special prayer request, please get in touch with Tim, and he'll pass that on to our national group. Okay. Once again, our December state call will be December 16th. So let's go. I'm going to get out of this screen here, I hope. And there we go. And let's see if I can get everybody on a view here. Okay. There we go. Now we got everybody. Let me close that. Okay, good deal, good deal. Let's go around the horn here, and this is a chance for anyone to make any comment that they would like to make. So George, you got anything you want to say? Need you to unmute. Okay.
Yeah, I'm unmuted. First of all, Thomas, it's great to see you up and around, buddy. It's been a tough road for you. Glad to see you looking healthy, and you're looking good. Looking good. Keep it up. We're all behind you, praying for you, and the wifey too. I know she's been a big part of it. Looking forward to the gun show. Not looking forward to the masks all weekend. That's gonna capital S, but see how that goes anyway. The indie show, we were supposed to wear masks too, but I think I saw 2 people that were concerned about it. So there was security walking around. Oh, well, just see how it goes, what happens. Also, I want to congratulations on the Patriot pins for John and Mark. Well deserved. It's nice to see everybody jumping right in. I'm glad there's a lot of people coming to this gun show, because I like meeting people face to face. You get an idea of what people look like when you talk to them on phone a lot, and it's always such a interesting shock when you actually see them. So anyway, congratulations everybody. If I don't talk to you before then, happy Thanksgiving. Be safe.
All right. All right. Thanks, George. Thanks. Richard, unmute yourself. You got anything you want to say? Richard Loken.
Well, I'm glad that everyone's doing okay so far. I feel kind of bad for Larry. I hope that his illness is not what everyone would regret it to be. He did pretty good from at the gun show, I guess 44. That's good. He did better there than we did in Crown Point, but that's great. As far as the mask stuff, I can't stand that. I'm not a part of all that nonsense.
Okay.
And with everything that's going on, when are we going to find out the truth behind us losing our email blasts? Because this system being down for this long without us having the ability to get it fixed with the technology that we have today, I find it hard to believe that we're just stuck idle like this.
Yeah. Uh,
With
well,
everything, we need to communicate with, everybody that we can, that we have
Yeah.
all that information for, and it's like, whoa,
I know. Well, as soon
frustrating.
as soon as we get any word on it, we'll get it out. But we're told that they're very, very close to getting this resolved. So I don't know, Jonathan, do you have any, or Jerry Rowe, either of you have any current information on this situation?
I do know that the last meeting I had for SIA is that they were talking about being very close. So, but don't have a date.
Just hang on.
Hoping very soon. Hoping very, very soon.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Thanks, John.
Hey,
Anything else,
Dale?
Richard?
Happy Thanksgiving to everybody.
Yeah. All right. Thank you.
Dale, this is George. I talked to Larry Hudson today. He's just got like body aches, and he doesn't have a fever. He doesn't think it's a COVID or anything. He thinks he just got a regular old seasonal cold.
Yeah.
He doesn't have a fever. He's just like feeling all achy and not a lot of energy. So
Oh, good. Let's hope that's all it is. Okay. Thomas, you got anything, any words of wisdom, or just any words at all?
I never have words of wisdom.
Right. I know.
That brings me up. I'll tell you a little story. I was in junior high so many years ago, something like 500 years ago.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, anyway, the assistant principal, who was then the guidance counselor, said, "Why didn't you just be quiet? You'd never say anything." Okay.
He actually told you that, huh?
Yes. He's one of many people that have say things like that to me.
All right.
But I do have this one little question, and I was noticing the pictures that you showed of the, I think it was the Kokomo Gun Show.
Right.
Okay. And I noticed there was pictures of people behind people. Now, that was by the Central Indiana Gun Show people who put on the Richmond Gun Show back in 2019. In fact, they're just right down the road from me. They never allowed people to take pictures of customers. They don't allow them to take pictures of law enforcement being in their shows for safety for everybody. And maybe I did something wrong because I asked permission. And they said, no, they told me, take pictures before, or you can take pictures after the show, but you don't take pictures after the doors open.
Oh. Well,
okay, I just thought I'd bring that up. I don't want
that's
us
a
to
good
get
point.
in trouble.
Yeah, that's a good point. Good point. Thanks.
Okay.
All right. Thanks, Guy. Let me see. Debbie, you got anything else you wanted to say this evening?
Well, I was trying to remember what I covered last time because I've been doing it only about once a month, and I was trying to remember what the next topic is, but I can't. And I was looking on COS, and I don't even know where to find the videos because I've never watched one of them yet.
All right.
I don't know most of you, except through this, but have a wonderful holiday. I hope you get to see all your family members and stay well.
All right. Thanks, Debbie. Thanks.
Uh-huh.
Jerry, you got anything else you wanted to comment on tonight? Jerry Rowe?
Sure. November the 9th at 9:08 a.m. in the morning, I got a call from the leader of the Tea Party here, and he said, "Hey, the mayor canceled. You want to talk tonight?" presentation.
How did that go?
It went pretty well. I spent probably much of the day just finding stuff and making some documents to print out, website addresses and whatever, and to support that. And I got 5 people that wanted the link for the Constitution class, Patriot Academy, and I got 4 signed petitions. And since there was only, I think, a dozen people there, and some of them had already signed the petition, I thought that was pretty good, probably about 50% at least.
Good.
So,
Good.
And we had a good discussion. I just showed the PragerU video. I got 3 different choices for videos to show. That one I thought was about the right time, length of time. And so I showed that, and I had a screen and projector, which I also dug up in those few hours. And then we just had discussion after, and it took up the whole meeting after, once I started. Also, I had just connected with a person that was taking the course in Patriot Academy, and we all said where we're from and all. She says she's from Brookston. Well, that's like 10 minutes from here. And so we got connected, and then I invited her to this Tea Party meeting so she could see the presentation. So she may end up as a volunteer.
Good.
She's young, and that'll be sometime in the future. She won't have time, but she might have it now. So anyway, and she also brought her father.
Good deal. Good deal. Thanks for doing that. Thanks for doing that, Jerry. That's
one other thing. One other thing. The guy who asked me to come to the meeting says he was going to try to get me into the Indiana Coalition of Tea Parties meeting in January or February. Which, from Diane, for instance, she says that's there's some vipers in that meeting. So, but I don't care about vipers. I squash them.
Good deal.
Anyway.
Good deal. All right.
So, be good to have somebody else there too. I think John goes to some of those meetings. I see he left this meeting, but another body there would be nice.
All right. All right. All right. Thanks, Jerry. Thank you.
Okay.
Okay, Ed Paraguay, are you able to speak? I know you said you were having camera problems, I think. Can you unmute, Ed? All right, Ed, not hearing you.
Ed said in a chat message that he's having some camera USB problems. So he's probably.
I saw that. Yeah. Okay, we'll move on. Vicki Fisher, you got anything else you want to say? Need you to unmute if you want to say something else.
I was trying to find it. I got so many screens up. I just want everyone to be sure and invite at least 50 people for Thanksgiving. Big celebration.
Now, Vicki, you're going to get some people in trouble here. Anyway, I agree with you.
I had a blood test about 4 weeks ago, and my CO2 level was half of what it's supposed to be. Those things are dangerous. I had sat in the doctor's office with the mask on because they kept watching me. They're like hawks over there. And I couldn't take it off. So yeah, it's a real problem. It makes people sick. I've been having lung problems ever since.
Yeah.
So I'm not wearing it anymore.
All right. Okay. Jonathan, I get, if you're still on here, is there anything else you wanted to comment on tonight? Give you another opportunity if you would like.
No, I think we pretty much covered everything, Dale. I'd just like to wish everybody and their families a very happy Thanksgiving, and thank you again for having me on. I really appreciate it. It was wonderful to be on with COS Indiana.
All right. Thanks, Jonathan. Thank you for joining us tonight. Gary, you got anything else you wanted to say tonight?
Yeah, a couple things I'd like to talk about. Part of our mission, as we mentioned, is building a grassroots army of citizen activists. And really want to recognize the fact that we've had 4 recent events with the gun shows, the Harley Davidson table. We got the Shipshewana show coming up. And each one of those involves several volunteers. And I think in Indy, we had 7 or 8 maybe. In Kokomo, there were 8. And in Shipshewana, Vicki actually has 9 different people on the schedule. So that's terrific. That's what building citizen activists is all about, getting people to come out and actually be involved. And another thing I'd like to point out and give a shout out to, she's not on the call, is Melba Kaiser. You heard a couple times it mentioned about, sending a card or a note to your newly elected state representative, state senator.
Yes.
And Melba has already done that.
Yep.
So she set the pace, and the rest of us should all be doing the same thing. If you want to build that relationship with that legislator, great way to start off sending them a congratulatory note. They're going to remember who you are when you come and introduce yourself. And besides that, happy Thanksgiving to all. Everybody just go to Dale's house. All 50 people can be there. Be happy to have you.
Well, okay, guys. I don't know about you all, but we've had to make some special arrangements for Thanksgiving with our daughter and grandson, and we're all we're not going to be getting together. We're all going to do our own things in our own houses. So just taking every precaution that we can. So anyway, it'll be a different Thanksgiving. But anyway, that's a wrap for tonight, guys. I want to thank everyone for joining in. We got one more call this year, December 16th, be the last one of the year. So all of you make the best of Thanksgiving that you can, do the very best. And once again, thank you all for everything you're doing here in Convention Estates. And rest up, because I believe we got a big year coming up here in 2021. So with that, I'll say good night, everyone. Have a good one. Thanks a lot. Good night, everyone.
Happy Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving.
Yep.